We have a few interviews that we're going to get to. We also have play, and then we'll get the show going.
Two months in, and the NFL is as unpredictable as ever. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando. This is your weekly recap for Week 8. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in the Lone Star State. The Texans at home to take on the 49ers. And for those wondering if CMC can still do it, you be the judge. From there, let's go out to Denver, checking in on the Broncos as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the Denver special teams coming up with a special play. One of the most exciting moments in sports, the kickoff, fielded, and returned for the touchdown. He takes it all the way back for the score. Got one more to show you right now. Let's go to Foxborough. It's the Patriots taking on the Cleveland Browns. And it's a guy who made big strides in his rookie season, Drake May. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen.
All right, so we will do the
see you next week,
incentive
right
check
on EA Sports
and get this thing rolling. Week 8. All right, let's do the incentive check first. All right, home team. So Minnesota ineligible. Nobody. All right, Eagles and Giants. I want to say they're already ineligible, but I'm going to make sure. I know the Giants are ineligible, but I'm going to make sure the Eagles. All right, and then away team. So the Panthers. I want to say he's already ineligible, but I'm going to just jot it down to be safe. Don't want to leave anybody out. All right. So, game of the week was, who was week 8 game of the week? Let's see. Week 8 game of the week was Ravens and the Bears. So we'll start with that one. Week 8. All right, Ravens and the Bears was week 8 game of the week. Bears won, Ravens lost. Let's see, did I interview Ravens? I don't think I did. Okay. I didn't interview neither one of these guys, but as we can clearly see, pretty tight for the most part. 26-21 in the first half. Second half, they tied it up 14-14. Both of them were scoreless in the third quarter. So this game really came down to the Bears' ability to outscore their opponents 20-7 in that first quarter. Turnover battle was 0-5. Wow. The turnovers definitely played a huge difference in this game. Caleb Williams, 255 TDs. Lamar Jackson, 394 TDs. 5 interceptions. Wow, I'm very surprised to see Goose play as bad as he's been playing. I definitely will reach out to him after this week to see, what's going on over there. Very, very surprised. All right, they were user. We had the Jets and the Bengals. I did interview Bengals. Bengals on a losing streak right now. So I caught up with Miami Killer just to see what the hell is going on. So let's take a listen.
Stephen A. Thanks for contacting me. It was not back-to-back losses. I appreciate your homework, Tony. Doing a great job, bud. For good work. Very devastating loss, as we can tell. I am heartbroken.
Very, very heartbroken. Miami, don't make it a habit. 25 seconds. That's not long enough. But as you guys can clearly hear, he was very heartbroken losing this game. Jets pretty much was able to win this game by a nail. I can definitely understand the hurt. Taking a look at the statistics, we can see um, both of them played about the same. I mean, both threw two interceptions. Joe Burrow had an edge over um, Joe Burrow had an edge over Justin Fields. Rushing wise, Brees Hall ran the ball well. Um, the receivers made plays. It really just came down to just the final few seconds, I guess. Both of them had interceptions, so huge win. Though it's all about who wins. Next up, we had was the Cleveland Browns and the Patriots. Didn't interview Amfish this week, but you guys can see Patriots won this one big, 41-14. Um, taking a look at the turnover battle, 3-1. Very surprised to see Shedeur Sanders throw three interceptions in this game, 46.2 rating. They couldn't run the ball well. It's hard to actually get anything going running wise when you turn the ball over that many times. Jerry Jeudy, 8 receptions, 99 yards. Um, it's just the turnovers. The turnovers. Shout out to the New England Patriots defense being able to capitalize and create turnovers. Next up, we had was 49ers and the Texans. As you guys can see, pretty tight game. It was 17-14 in the first half. 49ers was able to really get their big time win in that fourth quarter, outscoring their opponents 17-6. Turnover battle was 0-3. Very, very surprised to see CJ Stroud throw the three interceptions. I did interview the Texans. Let's take a listen to hear what he had to say about the loss.
Yeah, Stephen A., that was a pretty tough loss, man. It was a well-battled game. My takes from that, my defense, we got to get better on run defense. He had a couple big runs that kind of helped him increase his lead. Of course, yeah, CJ, we got to work on the turnovers. I just had a couple bad reads. I thought I had Nico one-on-one, threw a couple picks there, but neither here nor there, man. Still pretty happy how the season was going. Just be lucky in on defense, cut down on turnovers, and keep this thing rolling, man. Have a good one.
Yeah, so he clearly basically stated what I feel like his weakness is Nico Collins is his primary target. Every week I react to these guys and I can see what they like to do. Just being able to try to take away Nico Collins is a tough one, but if you can do so, then you can really beat this team. They're very one dimensional. So I did interview the 49ers, and he would tell you how he was able to win this game along with force those turnovers.
Yeah, huge win by the team, man. We were on a losing streak there, so we really needed that game against the Texans, man. The defense came to play. We won the turnover battle, 3-0. Brock Purdy was pretty efficient again. He didn't need to do too much. We got the run game going. I think we rushed for over 200 yards as a team, led by McCaffrey and rookie James. Added a nice secondary punch there in the run game also. Trying to get back to our identity, running the ball, play action pass, short throws. I think Ricky Pearsall had another big game, so um, yeah. Yeah, his offense threw for a lot of yards, man. They were moving the ball up and down the field on me. Nico Collins gave me a headache all game. but I tried to make him one-dimensional in terms of who he was targeting and tried to take the other guys out of the game who stepped up really big for us. I gave him the start right before the game, told him he was going to start. It's my rookie, Marquis Siegel. Yeah, he came away with 2 interceptions, 2 big plays in that game, and he was also pretty good in the run game. So he might have just earned himself a starting job for the remainder of the way, but let's see how the next couple of weeks go, practice and games. And yeah, let's see if we found something back there on the back end.
Yeah, so he pretty much spoke about creating those interceptions by his rookie. And as he mentioned, Nico Collins, one-dimensional. I mean, when you go to one man all game, it's some dogs in here, man. It's easy to figure out tendencies. We did do the game of the week. Next up, we had was the Dolphins and the Falcons. Falcons won this one huge, 45-29. Turnovers was 0-0. Clean game, 2 or 3 TDs. Michael Penix Jr., 4 or 3, 4 TDs. Neither side really ran the ball well. Tyreek Hill, 5 receptions, 162, 3 TDs. Damn, he definitely did his thing. Kyle Pitts did great, 10 receptions, 158, 1 TD. Defensively, as I said before, nobody created any turnovers or forced, create. Falcons was able to have at least 4 guys with a sack. I think that's huge. And they was able to come out on top. Next up we had was Tampa Bay and the Saints. Tampa Bay won this one 34-24. Turnovers was 2-2, not big of a difference. Baker Mayfield, 442, 1 TD, 2 interceptions. Rushing wise, I mean, neither side ran the ball well, but it looks like Tampa Bay didn't run the ball any. I mean, one rushing attempt. It's very, very I'm not gonna say much, but you looking at that, you want to be able to still run it. I mean, it's what NFL teams that don't run the ball at all. You just pretty much set yourself up to. He still won, but wow, you still want to run it if you can. Surprising, but he was able to win this game. Next up, we had was the Colts and the Titans. The Colts won this one 47-28. Turnovers was 4-0. Another very clean game by the Colts. 394 on the passing. 5 TDs from Anthony Richardson Sr. Cam Ward, rookie, still making mistakes, 4 interceptions. I tell you, he definitely turned the ball over at least 3-4 times every week. Running wise, nobody really created the separation as far as the run game. Both guys attempted to, at the least. Receivers, A.J. Brown, 6 receptions, 219, 2 TDs. Calvin Ridley, 7 receptions, 164, 2 TDs. Josh Downs, 4 receptions, 129, 3 TDs. So it was a very high-scoring game. Colts played lights out. 3 interceptions by their Mike, and then 1 interception from their DB, Kendall Fuller. Huge win. Cowboys and the Broncos. Taking a look at the turnover battle was 2-1. Dak Prescott, 2 interceptions, 303, 3 TDs, 2 interceptions. Bo Nix, 4 TDs, 1 interception. Very, very surprised to see Cowboys' inability to run the ball well. Jaden Blue, 51 yards rushing. He was top 3 in rushing, but that may have hurt him a little bit. We'll check that out in a second. Receivers did pretty well for the Broncos. 6 receptions, 127, 1 TD. Evan Ingram, 5 receptions, 121, 1 TD. Receivers did pretty well for the Cowboys. I think it came down to those 2 mistakes. Those interceptions that came from these 2 defenders for the Broncos. And they was able to get the job done. Just winning by 2 points. That hurt right there. If you are the Cowboys, we'll definitely check that NFC East. Next up we had was the Green Bay Packers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Green Bay won this one 41-31. Turnovers was 1-2. Will Howard, 366, 3 TDs, 1 interception. Jordan Love, 318, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Rushing wise, Josh Jacob came up very, very short for his 100-yard performance. Christian Watson, 4 receptions, 137. Robert Woods, veteran receiver, who's a mentor for the Pittsburgh Steelers, 7 receptions, 128. Huge game from him. Defensive wise, he had two different guys for each. Well, one guy for each team had an interception, um, and and Green Bay was able to come out on top. The ability to protect the ball a little better definitely played a role in that one. Lastly, we had was the Commanders and the Chiefs. Chiefs lost this one 31-21. Turnovers was 0-2. Patrick Mahomes, 2 interceptions, 201. Jaden Daniels, 208, 2 TDs. Rushing wise, Isaiah Pacheco, 108, 2 TDs, 6.4 on average. I mean, if he just continually run the ball more, I promise you he will be a better opponent. Receivers did pretty well. Brian Robinson Jr., 9 receptions, 75 yards. Everybody had just pretty much had some catches in this game. Nobody really separated themselves as far as yardage. Defense, the 2 interceptions definitely was huge for the Commanders. I think that's it. Okay, we already went over this for his Senators. Taking a look at the top performers, Baker Mayfield, Drake May, and Cam Ward in the top three. I think Cam Ward is definitely leading in interceptions by now. Rushing wise, you got Josh Jacob, Taylor, and Hall, top three in rushing. Jaden Blue has fell out of the top three rushing. A.J. Brown, Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, top three receiving wise. Sacks, you got Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Cowboys, and the Bengals. That list still kind of stays the same. Interceptions, the Colts has Franklin, Chargers has Steele, Green Bay has Walker in the top three as far as interceptions. Tackles, Colts had Bynum, 72 tackles, 41 solo. Barnes has 61 tackles, 36 solo. And the Giants still has 49 and 35. So, yes, that's what you want to see. Taking a look at the division race, I know things have definitely changed as far as divisions. AFC North, you got the Browns still leading, 6-2. AFC South, you still got the Colts and the Jaguars. The loss as far as the Texans took definitely hurt. It put them 2 games behind the Jaguars. It looked like it's going to come down between them Jags and them Colts for that division and home field. A lot of football left though. AFC East, you got the Jets pretty much running away, 3 games ahead of the Patriots. AFC West, you got the Chargers, Broncos, Raiders, with the Chargers being 2 games ahead of the Broncos. But then you also have the Raiders, who have a very big game against the Jaguars. If they can be able to crack an upset, then they can kind of keep their playoff hopes alive. NFC North, you got the Bears and the Packers still tied up right now. Lions and Vikings pretty much packing it up just about. I know it's still a lot of football left, but the odds of the Bears and the Packers losing 5 games in a row, very unlikely. NFC South, you got the Bucks and the Falcons. Saints on edge, Panthers still on edge in a way, but it looks like it's going to come down to the Bucks and the Falcons. Taking a look at the division record, you see the Buccaneers still undefeated in their division. If I am somebody that's taking scout report says Tampa Bay don't run the ball. So pass commit 85, 90% of the game, and you have a good chance to beat this team because all they do is pass. Taking a look at the NFC East, Dallas Cowboys still remain ahead in the NFC East despite the tough loss they've been taking. I want to say they're on a 1-game losing streak. Eagles on a 2-game losing streak. So the Commanders and Giants can potentially get back into this thing, get ahead of the Cowboys. Commanders and the Giants. Well, the Giants pretty much out of there, but the Commanders has a chance to overtake them Cowboys Taking a look at the division record, still making it difficult though because the Cowboys still undefeated in their division, but their losses are compiling up, making things a lot worse than what it could be. NFC West, you got the 49ers and the Rams tied right now. Taking a look at the division race, 2-1, 1-0 as far as record wise, with the 49ers 3 games in there, 3 games up in the division matches. It's going to come down to the end, though. It's definitely going to come down to the end. Let's take a look at some of the tweets. The Cardinals and the head coach Rodriguez looks to turn a corner after a forgettable first half of the season. Rumors surround Gabe Neal's time as head coach of the Commanders. The Colts take their 24th ranked defense on the road to the Pittsburgh to test themselves against the league's 24th offensive attack. Then you have the Colts quarterback Anthony Richardson Sr. claims that the schemes of the Steelers coach will do nothing to slow him down. Time will tell. Hey, I definitely agree. The Colts been playing lights out. Defensive showdown, the Steelers and the Packers. This will get ugly. Colts versus Titans. The forecast calls for fireworks and the Colts this week. We pretty much did our week 8 recap. We definitely going to see, man. It's a lot of exciting football left. Now, for this part of the section of the recap, we're going to prepare for week 9 as we play the Raiders. See what we have going on in the media room. Coach, can you talk about the emergence of DeAndre Prince? He's been fun to watch improve. He's getting better and he's hungry. I think he's starting to put things together, which is great to see. Definitely agree with primetime Deion Sanders on that. Storylines is Shiloh Sanders. We definitely made a trade to bring him in. So Coach Brian will be able to coach one of his sons.
The regular season has reached its halfway point, and as the team looks ahead to the rest of the year, it's time to check in with players and set the goals that will drive them the rest of their season.
Long-term goal will be to coach both of them, but we will see how that pans out. Maybe we can make some moves next year or during the draft and try to trade and bring in the other Sanders, but we will see. Let's talk about what's your goal for the rest of the season? Oh, it's to win a Super Bowl. That's why we play this. We don't play for no other reason. What part of my game are we going to be focusing on? I mean, passing. Passing yards definitely is what we're focusing on. We love to throw. If we focus on airing it out, how many yards do you think you'll end up with at the end of the year? It's a great question. 4,000 passing yards. I mean, we're not going to target that. That would be an unsim. But definitely can see him getting that. That's going to be a difficult goal, but I support your commitment. I mean, that's going to be difficult because I don't like to target one area of my game because I feel like that will make it's kind of like what we seen with the Texans. Nico Collins, it makes you one-dimensional. So although I would love to get those yardage up, that's not my main focus. As we see the matchup against the Raiders, we're 4th as far as offensive points. We're 5th passing yards. With 23rd in rushing yards, that's not great. That's bad. Opposing points, we're in 18th. I think opponent points. Opponents rushing yards, we're 5th. So that's pretty good. It's a good statistic right there. We'll see. We definitely will see. But there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to win this game against the Raiders. Not to say we're going to overlook them. Let me make my trade. We already made that trade official. So it's been approved. We trading our pick for Shiloh. Bring him on over here. We can use him a little bit in the special teams. We're going to put him at gunner. We're going to play a little punt. You know, bring him in on a couple blitz packages here and there. Where is he? Tampa Bay. What the fuck? Corner. Where is he? Let's see. Let me bag out. What the hell is this? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I'm tripping. I'm on trade block. All right. So yeah. So we sending. Um, we're going to get our son Shallow out of Tampa Bay, and we're sending a 6th-round pick. Don't really matter. 6th-round pick to Bucks. So I already been official. Let me send him a message. We had some issues, some technical difficulties. Um, I need to make sure Minnesota, Eagles, Giants, and Panthers are ineligible. Um, make sure I save that. All right. Um, yeah, but the goal is to bring in, or the goal is to go out here and get the other son. It would be nice to get the other son up out of Cleveland. It would be realistic as well because they don't want him over there in real life, for real, for real. I don't think so. How can you have a first round talent and not use him for a 41-year-old? It's not good, man. Um, but yeah, we will see. We will definitely see. Looking at my notes, I like to look at these to just see, like, okay, we got Max Crosby to deal with, so double team him on the line. Air raid style offense, 3-3-5, air raid, um, key match mismatch. So this tells me right here where the mismatch at. So I will have a running back blocking on that side to give me a little more time. Just giving you guys a little bit of a juice. You know, you're not never going to the game not knowing who I'm facing up against because this is the season, so trades happen. I mean, the Eagles traded away Barkley, Devontae Smith, and AJ Brown. So um, I would pretty much attack his secondary. I would blitz him, blitz the hell out of him if I played him because he don't have nothing for me to worry about. Another key mismatch is my right edge and his right tackle. So that tells me I don't have to blitz as much because Josh Hines is going to be able to manhandle DJ Glaze. Now, if he start double teaming, then I'll start bringing in guys um, as far as blitzing go. Position matchup, 81 to 76. So overall, should be a pretty good, easy game. And then we'll focus with the Texans, and hopefully we get this trade done before we play the Raiders on tomorrow. See you guys.